Quick, don't donate to charity! Alright, the reverse psychology angle's been played, let's cover everybody else. Welcome back to the Bumbles McFumbles Turbo Christmas Charity Drive. The one time a year I'm forced to say my stupid username out loud. Last year was an absolute roaring success. With all 100 cards having been sold, and with additional donations, we raised over $2,000 for the Trevor Project. That's why we're doing it again this year, since somehow $2,000 wasn't enough to make all problems go away. We're once again working with the Trevor Project, and once again, I want to be transparent with you all. So understand that if we manage to get past day one, God willing, I'll be updating my Ko-fi with the amount raised at the end of each week. By all means though, please knock it out in a day again so I don't have to do any more work. Now, last year, we managed to sell every single card for sale within 8 hours. So this year, to try and at least see day 2 of the holiday drive, we're going to be upping it to 200 cards. Now in brand new 2024 sleeves that better represent the channel's current icon. Once again, the fine people at Your Playmat are responsible for these card sleeves, and they're absolutely beautiful in person. And once again come with a card inside, and maybe even 2 if you're lucky. Or pay more, add on to that another sticker with a bunch of new variants, and a handwritten note on brand new postcards, and we've brought back the bundle at the same price point. But what if you don't want to get cards? The hell did I do all this for then? You can donate again like last year, but instead of a video raffle, we're doing something a little different. To the person who won a Hades video, I didn't forget, I swear, it's a lot bigger than I anticipated. Anyone who donates $5 or above gets invited to a private Discord server where I'll be hosting Q&A sessions, where anybody who donates is invited at specific times to stop by and chat one-on-one with me and ask whatever questions you want. Credit card information is not a question. I don't intend on this being a community Discord, I just don't have the willpower to hold something like that together, but it will have one other use. The charity portion of the announcement is over now, so if you don't want to hear about the contest, this is where you can call it quits. Hi, I'm Jack, and this is a 3rd generation Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. And this is an audio screen. And this is an AT2020 XLR microphone. For the entire time I've been doing YouTube, these are the 3 major tools that I've used to make everything that you've seen from the original Punch-Out video to the most recent video. These 3 things are to thank for all of that. I've had them for a really long time now, and I've recently come into a bit of a change. So, for my birthday, I got a 4K audio interface, which has been a huge upgrade. It's made the audio quality a lot better, it's made video production, I think, a lot easier, and overall has just made for a better experience. But that does leave me with a bit of a, not issue, but just curiosity, in that I do now have this fairly expensive audio interface, an extra screen shield, and with the purchase of an additional XLR microphone, would give me an entirely secondary and ultimately not necessary setup that could be used to make YouTube videos, and I got to thinking, well, if I don't need them, maybe someone else does. And that's what this is about. I want to give my old equipment away to one of you. I want to give somebody a head start, a jump forward in their own video making career that I didn't get, but I'm now fortunate enough to have the means to give somebody else. YouTube isn't really a place where you can pay forward a lot of stuff. You pretty much just have to fend for yourself outside of the occasional collaboration. But this is a chance to change that. YouTube to me has always been first and foremost not a business thing, but more so an expression outlet, something that gives me the chance to do what I want to do and make the sort of content that I would want to watch. And I've been very fortunate to be able to do that, and this equipment is a large part of that. It's been something that set me apart from the very outset. When I was younger, I was really into voiceover, and I still am, but this was all gotten out of necessity to stand out in that field where audio quality is very important. But it also gave me a head start in YouTube, and I feel like that the technological barrier can be very daunting for some people. It doesn't feel good at all when it feels like your ambition outruns your means. You don't have the means to make what you want because technologically you're just not there. You can't enact upon what you want to do. But with this equipment, hopefully you can. So if you win this contest, you'll not only be getting the Scarlett audio interface, the XLR microphone, and the audio shield, you'll also be getting a copy of my editing software, which is VideoPad. It's not exactly the most complicated thing on the market. It's not an Adobe product or anything, but I count that in the positives column because fuck Adobe. On top of that, you'll also be getting a timed exclusive video on a USB stick, which is me running you through the process of how I make videos. It's always been a sort of video I've wanted to make, not one I've always really been comfortable making, since I don't really like pulling back the curtain and talking about YouTube videos as YouTube videos in my videos. It's just not something I really like to do. But this will be just a run-through from the most basic stuff, like scripting and editing, to more unsung stuff when it comes to how video making works, like properly maintaining your voice, how to pick topics, stuff like that. That's just going to be stuff that sounds basic, but is a lot more important than other YouTube tutorials will make it sound. Now comes the subject of how exactly you're going to be winning this equipment, and just because I'm being charitable doesn't mean I can't be an egomaniac as well, so it's going to be via a fan art contest. I've never really been sure of how to broach the topic of fan art, whether you should ask for it or just wait for it to come, but I'm tired of waiting. I want it. Now, when I say fan art, I don't really mean exclusively just like hand-drawn artwork. I mean more anything that could be creative expression that is tangentially me-related. Like any piece from artwork to music to a video to anything you want, really, just so long as I can look at it and say, that's me, or that kinda looks like me. That's fine. Although it goes without saying, no AI artwork. The human spirit will endure, and I'm not going to be a sellout. Submissions will be accepted via DMs on my Twitter account, my Blue Sky page, which I'm much more apt to check, my professional email, and if you donate and get in, that private Discord server that I mentioned previously. Submissions will be accepted up until January 1st. The f*** are you? The contest itself will be judged by a panel of myself, and a few of my artist friends whose work you might recognize from the channel. And now that we have everything laid out, the contest is open, the charity link is in the description, and I can only hope that we get as much support as we did last year. Thank you.